3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to On the Needle, and we're here another Friday, the Friday before Christmas. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all. So as I've mentioned on several of these videos before, a lot of times I do have to go back and check the videos that I've already posted because I've been doing these reviews for a year now. And sometimes I'll get a hunch and think, oh, I've already talked about this record before. But in this instance, I have not. I was totally wrong. But before we get into that, I do have a new record player. So I know that a while back, I said on one of my videos that my record player had kind of seen its last leg, and it did. We had great times. It was a Sony Bluetooth record player, but ultimately I did have to get rid of it, or actually I sold it to a pawn shop. So got a little bit of extra cash, and as one of my Christmas gifts, early Christmas gifts, I have a new record player. So it is sitting there. What y'all think about the holder too? So I have all my records displayed there. So you may see one of those that you can see in the view in the front there. Maybe those will come up in upcoming reviews. But today we are talking about Jamiroquai. I think that's how you say it. I always get it confused. Jamiroquai. Hopefully I got it right. Traveling Without Moving. So this is the album. I've had this album for about 2 years now. And so for those of you who may not know who Jamiroquai is, and just shout out to whoever designed this packaging. It's like the 25-year anniversary edition, I believe, packaging. So cool. I mean, just love it. I actually went out on a whim. I do this every now and then. So Jamiroquai had the song, I think it was 1996, 95. Let me see, what year did this come out? 96, yeah. 1996 hit Virtual Insanity. So you may not remember the song, but I'm sure you remember the music video. So in the video, it was him, his band, and the lead singer in the band, and they're on this conveyor belt and everything behind them is kind of flipping, like the chairs are upside down. So it's kind of like this optical illusion type of thing, which is really interesting because fast forward now, you can go to certain places. I know in Dallas, there are a couple of places like the Museum of Illusions that kind of give you that same effect as you saw in that music video. But cool video. I loved it. I remember on the MTV Awards, I think it was, he won some awards for it, which I thought was very deserving. So I always liked that song, but I never really paid attention to Jamiroquai. And back then, in those times, music wasn't as accessible as it is today, where you hear a song you like and you just go to Spotify or YouTube Music or Apple Music, what have you, and you say, oh, I want to check out this whole album. You know, back then, those mediums didn't exist, so you had to really just take a gamble or wait until they released several singles and purchase that album. So it was a lot harder to hear music that you might be a little on the fence about, you might like, might not like. So it was more of a gamble. So in true 90s fashion, I decided to take a gamble on this album. And I had a little bit of extra cash at the time, so I decided, hey, I'm gonna invest in this. Take a chance, you know, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. If it wasn't, I was just gonna take it back, honestly, and exchange it for another record. But I ended up loving it. As you can see here, the lyrics, well, actually you probably can't see because it's so small, but I'll zoom in a little bit. So there are the lyrics of each of the songs. It's just this cosmic, galaxy. I mean, it's just a weird, it feels like when you listen to this album, you're just placed into another dimension or another world. That's how I feel, at least. Yellow vinyl, which is really cool. Pretty thick vinyl too, as well, which I can appreciate. Love the artwork with the lyrics. It is a 2 vinyl set. So this one's yellow too. Same deal. You can see the lyrics here on the sheet, and also there is another sheet inside of here, which I think is like thank yous and things like that. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, thank yous. I guess kind of like a little poster of Jamiroquai. Pretty cool. I never really hang these posters up, but I can appreciate when artists take the time to put a fold-out poster or photo, picture, anything like that inside of the album packaging. So let's get into the track listing here of this album. So of course we have the album kicks off with Virtual Insanity, classic, of course. Cosmic Girl is a really dope song too. I love it. Really, to be honest with you, this album is a no skip. The only one that I would say is maybe a little, I don't want to say weird, or there's a song on here and I'm looking through the track listing and I can't remember which one it is now at the moment. But there's a song here that has an instrumental segment, or it's pretty much like an instrumental song, and it's like this little Twilight Zone type music and like a little banjo in the background. I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm probably using the wrong words, but if you know, you know, if you've heard this album. One of my close friends and fraternity brothers, he was in town last year and we had a whole conversation about this album because he's a fan of Jamiroquai, so he was kind of putting me on to some of their earlier music and things like that, and kind of why they stopped making music. But I love it. I love this album. I would say another standout on this record is Spend a Lifetime. I don't recall that one being a single, and I'm no A&R expert, but I will say that I feel like Spend a Lifetime would have been the perfect follow-up to Virtual Insanity, because Virtual Insanity was almost kind of like this chill, piano-driven party record, so to speak. And then you have something like Spend a Lifetime, which is more along the lines of, you know, maybe something you'd hear from Maxwell's more like mid-tempo type of song. So I think it would have definitely broadened their fan base. And they're based, if I'm not mistaken, out of London, I believe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think it would have given them more of a broader horizon, at least like across genres, and as far as that's concerned. That's just my 2 cents. But I love this album, so I'm curious to know from you all, what are some of your favorite songs from Traveling Without Moving? If you've never heard it, I encourage you to check it out. It's a great album. It's not really that long. I would say probably clocks in at maybe just under an hour or so. But worth your time and definitely worth the listen. Great Friday vibe, weekend intro vibe as well. So let me know your thoughts. Jamiroquai, Traveling Without Moving. As always, I ask that you please comment, like, share on these videos. And also thank you for the recent engagement that we've had this week. I did a short on Lettucey's new song, so a lot of you seem to really been into that video. So thank you for the subscribers that I've gained from it. I don't take any of that lightly, because you can subscribe to so many other channels and mediums here on YouTube, but I am grateful that you all are taking the time out to continue to subscribe to this channel that's been around for a while. So appreciate it, and thank you so much again. Happy holidays to you all. Hope you have a lot of safe, fun time with loved ones and family. And our next review, well, I was gonna say I'll see y'all next year, but that is a lie, because the 29th, which is next Friday, will still be in 2023. So I will see you for the last Friday of the year next week. Peace.